Okay, so think about this. What if losing your sight wasn't really an ending? What if it was actually like a beginning? A really painful one, sure, but maybe a profound way to start truly seeing the world and yourself differently.
It's a powerful question, right? Really grabs you.
Yeah, totally. And today we're doing a deep, deep dive into a series that explores exactly that with just incredible heart and nuance. It doesn't shy away from the tough stuff.
We're talking about Last Twilight, Love Beyond Sight. It's a Thai BL series, and honestly, it's just captivated so many people, not just for the romance, which is there, but for its emotional depth. It really resonates.
And you asked us to really unpack this show, get into the layers. So we've done the homework. We've got the episode summaries, detailed character profiles, critical analysis of the works. Our mission today really is to give you a kind of shortcut to understand how Last Twilight goes way beyond your typical romance story.
Right. It digs into these huge themes of identity, disability, how society sees people. Exactly.
Right.
And why it's hit home for so many viewers worldwide. It offers these insights that, they really stick with you long after you finish watching.
Okay, let's set the scene then, because this is, right off the bat, a pretty unconventional romance. It stands out.
Definitely. Last Twilight puts its focus squarely on Day, our protagonist, who's dealing with visual impairment, and Mhok, his sort of unlikely caregiver.
And from the very first moments, you know this isn't going to be the story you might expect.
Absolutely. It flips those expectations right away. We meet Day, and he's this young guy who seems like he has it all figured out. Ambitious, super successful student, a professional badminton player even.
Wow, professional.
Yeah, competing in doubles with his partner, August. His future looks, incredibly bright, just clear sailing ahead, sports, studies, the whole package. He had this strong sense of who he was tied to all that achievement.
And then, bam, it all changes.
Yeah.
Like instantly.
It's brutal. He suffers this sudden, really severe vision loss, not gradual, it happens right in the middle of a tournament. A damaged cornea leaves him with only about 20% eyesight.
Just 20%. That's
The
terrifying.
way the show portrays it is terrifying. That sudden, blurry, fragmented world, nothing's clear anymore.
You really feel that sudden shift, the panic almost.
Yeah, the cinematography is key there. They don't just tell you, they show you. Blurred focus, disorienting angles, the sound design ramps up. It puts you right in Day's shoes, feeling that fragmentation.
Like that viewer quote said, scarier than a horror film, because it feels so real.
Exactly. And this change, it shatters everything, and not just his sight, but his whole sense of self. He falls into this deep depression, stops his journalism studies, cuts off his friends, becomes a total shut-in.
Won't even leave his room.
Not even for meals. It gives you this raw look at his despair, his isolation. He's just completely lost in it.
And that's when Mhok shows up, right? Into this darkness.
Precisely. Mhok's this former convict, kind of stern, very blunt. He's actually drawn to the job because the pay is really high.
Okay.
Yeah.
So practical reasons initially.
Very practical. He's struggling hard to find work as a mechanic because of his criminal record. But you see, he genuinely wants to turn things around. He's motivated by, his sister Rung's memory, his girlfriend Porja's support. He wants to rehabilitate.
So right away, the show is kind of messing with expectations for both of them. Day isn't just a victim to be pitied.
Not at all. And Mhok isn't your standard sunny caregiver type. He's got his own history, his own rough edges.
Yeah. That dynamic sets things up immediately. It makes you question your own assumptions, doesn't it? About both disability and people with a past.
Absolutely. And Day's bitterness is so raw. It's like a shield. He's hostile, pushes everyone away. He's scared off a whole bunch of caregivers before Mhok.
Like a revolving door.
Pretty much. And Mhok, instead of walking on eggshells or being overly sweet, he just calls it like he sees it, calls Day a petulant brat.
Oh, okay. So instant fireworks. Not exactly a meet cute.
Definitely not. Total personality clash. But that's what makes it so compelling. It feels real.
So how do they even get past that initial, hostility?
There's this moment, despite the animosity, Mhok instinctively pulls Day out of traffic when Day stumbles. It's this sudden, dangerous situation, and it kind of cracks Day's defenses just a little.
A moment of connection, almost against their will.
Sort of. And it leads Day, reluctantly, to hire Mhok. He doesn't think Mhok will last, but, the door is open, just a crack.
Okay, so that sets us up for exploring this huge theme. Identity and stigma. Before the accident, Day was his achievements, right?
Yeah.
The badminton star, the student.
Completely. His identity was so wrapped up in that. And the show really hits home how sudden the loss is, how it just slams the door on his athletic dreams. It's an erasure of who we thought he was going to be.
It makes you think, how much do we define ourselves by what we do? And how easily can that be shattered?
It's a huge question. And the show dives into Day's struggle with what's called internalized ableism.
Okay, what's that exactly?
It's when someone with a disability sort of unconsciously absorbs society's negative views about it. They start feeling shame or like they're worthless. For Day, it's not just the physical limits, it's this deep belief that his value as a person has just plummeted.
He thinks his worth is tied only to his disability now.
Yeah, he fears that. That's the internalized part. It's devastating. After the accident, he's not Day anymore, he's just the blind guy. In his own mind, too, which is the tragedy.
God, that viewer saying it was scarier than horror. I get that. It's the loss of self, the world closing in.
It's portrayed so powerfully. And then you have Mhok, who's dealing with his own stigma. He's trying so hard to rehab, stay clean, build a life.
But his past keeps catching up.
Exactly. Employers reject him because of his record. He's living with the ex-con label. It's invisible, unlike Day's condition, but it's just as heavy, just as damaging to his future.
And he carries guilt, too.
Right.
About his sister.
Oh, immensely. Deep guilt about his sister Roan's suicide. He feels he failed her because he was arrested. You hear him try to deny it, saying she should feel guilty, but the sorrow underneath is just palpable. It's heartbreaking.
So, the show draws this parallel. Day's visible disability, Mhok's invisible past. Both trapped by labels.
It's brilliant, really. Society judges them based on these single aspects, ignoring their full humanity, their potential. It's a powerful critique of how we categorize people.
And because Day knows what stigma feels like, he doesn't immediately write Mhok off.
That's the key. Day hiring Mhok is significant. Unlike others, Day doesn't judge Mhok's background. He has that firsthand experience. He sees something more.
He sees the person, not the label.
Precisely. And he even quotes The Little Prince. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. It's perfect, right? Day, with his limited sight, recognizes Mhok's sincerity, his worth, beyond the label.
He sees what others can't, or won't. It's like he's looking for someone who truly sees him, and in turn he does the same for Mhok.
Exactly, and their psychological profiles just add so much more depth. Day is described as having hyper-independence, masking fear of abandonment. That really resonates.
Hiding vulnerability behind strength.
Right, and struggling with that internalized ableism, the loss of identity. His whole journey is about learning to accept help without seeing it as pity and choosing interdependence instead of isolation. That's huge.
And Mhok, what's his profile say?
He's got shame-driven, avoidant attachment. His past trauma, the guilt, the social rejection makes him push people away. He uses anger or bluntness like armor.
To keep himself safe.
Yeah, but caring for Day actually gives him a sense of competence, of worth that he desperately needs. His arc is about moving from reacting defensively to being genuinely reliable, letting that armor down.
Even his name, Mhok, meaning fog.
Yeah.
Like, his future's unclear.
Exactly. It subtly hints at that blurred self-image. It's such a nice touch.
Wow. They really are like two sides of the same coin, aren't they? Both carrying these invisible wounds.
Totally. Which leads us right into how they start very slowly, breaking down those walls in the early episodes. Like Day's bedroom, it's almost a character itself.
How so?
The clutter tells a story. The untouched aquarium, dusty trophies, books he can't read, even a teddy bear. It's all intimate stuff, revealing his personality, his past, his current state of being trapped.
He's literally trapped in that room at first.
Almost completely. Won't even go to the kitchen.
Yeah.
He's seeking safety in isolation. His mom hires the caregiver just for basic needs. Mark even says, kind of harshly, it's like raising a dog.
Oof, that's bleak. But it shows how withdrawn Day is.
It really does. But Mark, even though he could just coast, he goes beyond. You see the genuine care starting to emerge. He makes these small efforts, getting Day to eat in the kitchen, watch a movie.
It's trying to reconnect him to living.
Exactly. And these little steps lead to that huge breakthrough Day leaving the house. That scene on the motorcycle, arms out, feeling the wind.
Oh yeah, that's such a powerful image. Liberation.
Total liberation. It shows how that consistent, genuine care, not pity, but real care, can make massive shifts for someone dealing with trauma. Meeting them where they are, gently expanding their world.
You really feel Day's vulnerability, too. The show doesn't shy away from the loss of dignity, does it?
Not at all. Scenes like Mhok walking in on him in the bath or Day falling in front of Knight's friends, you feel his embarrassment, his humiliation. It's uncomfortable, but so real.
That aquarium metaphor, again, like his life is constantly on display.
Yes, confined, exposed, feeling judged for every little mistake. It's that psychological weight.
And Mhok starts to get it, right?
Yeah,
Especially after the blindfold thing.
that's a turning point for Mhok. Putting on the blindfold, experiencing it, even briefly, it gives him real insight, broadens his perspective. He moves from just sympathy to genuine empathy.
So he becomes more than just a caregiver then.
Absolutely, more like a life coach, a guide. He starts teaching Dave practical skills, organizing his room, identifying clothes by touch, like that great quote, Marie Kondo for the visually impaired.
Huh? I love that. It's
Yeah.
about empowerment, right? Regaining control.
Totally. And he encourages Day's independence outside, too, letting him handle things at vending machines, ticket counters, always there, but letting Day do it.
And Day's line, my eyes don't work well, but my legs do just fine. That says so much about his determination.
It's powerful, and you see his confidence grow. He goes from hiding his condition to actually embracing it, like wearing that shirt with the cane symbol. It's a huge shift.
But Mhok still has his own stuff, his insecurities about his past.
Oh, yeah. He admits feeling worthless, seeing only insult in people's eyes because of his record. He's still fighting that internal battle.
But Day sees him, not the record.
That's crucial. Day judges him on his character, his voice. I can tell what person you are just by listening to your voice. He defends Mhok to his mom. It's profound acceptance.
Which leads to that scene where Day cares for Mhok after the fight.
Such a tender moment. Intimacy, trust, and Mhok smiles at Day's pink shirt, realizing he doesn't have to wear that tough guy label all the time. He can be soft, sensitive. Day lets him be that.
It's acceptance for both of them in different ways.
Exactly. Then in the history episode, Day learns more about Mhok's past the sister, the ex-girlfriend. It deepens his understanding of Mhok as a person.
And Day confronts his own history, too, at the badminton club. Seeing that blurry trophy.
Yeah, symbolizing those faded dreams. He finally accepts that part of his life is over. It's a necessary, painful step.
What about reuniting with his friends? Was he worried?
Deeply worried about judgment, pity. But he finds out his disability doesn't have to destroy those connections. There might be awkward questions, but he learns to laugh it off, seeing no malice. It helps him rejoin the world.
And Portia's story mirrors theirs, too, fighting stigma as a single mother.
Yes, it weaves in beautifully themes of challenging labels, finding independence. They run through the whole show.
And all this time, the romance between Day and Mhok is heating up.
Oh, definitely. Slowly, organically. Tender touches. Day studying Mhok's face. That description of his voice, like the scent of cigarettes. It's sensual, intimate.
It's building beautifully. You see how these early episodes are laying all this groundwork?
They really are, peeling back layers for them and for us. And when Day calls Mhok his friend, not just employee, that's a huge shift. From hierarchy to equals.
A real bond forming, which
Yeah.
takes us into the August dilemma, more emotional complexity.
Right. Day gets this warm welcome from his friends, which is great, boosts his confidence. Mhok encourages him, healthy development. Day's even making jokes like, my bread fast.
Little moments of light.
But he's still hung up on August, his old badminton partner, still has that secret crush, and believes his vision loss ruins any chance with him. It feels like another dream he can't reach.
And August seems understanding.
He is, holds no grudges, reassures Day he'll always be there. It gives Day this fragile hope back. Maybe something's possible.
Ah, fragile hope. That never ends well in these stories, does it?
Well, August stands him up for dinner. After Day planned everything, practiced etiquette with Mhok. The disappointment is crushing. It confirms Day's worst fears about rejection, that August was just being polite. He spirals back into darkness.
Oh, that's rough. You feel that hope just deflate. It's so relatable, that vulnerability and then the letdown.
It's devastating for Day. But while that's happening, Mhok is having his own quiet heartbreak. He's been dropping all these hints, playfully flirting.
Calling him his boyfriend to the waitress.
Exactly. Taking him to the flower market like he used to with lovers. He's putting himself out there, subtly.
But Day's totally oblivious.
Lost in his August angst. So as Day talks about his crush, Mhok's dealing with his own unreciprocated feelings. It sets up this really compelling love triangle where one person doesn't even know they're in it. Great writing.
Which leads to that whole birthday party mess.
Yeah.
Pity versus passion.
Precisely. August throws Day a party, but it feels performative to Day, like an activism stunt. He doesn't even know some people there. It makes him feel like an object of pity again.
So August's intentions might be good, but The impact is terrible.
Exactly. It raises that question about well-meaning acts rooted in pity actually undermining dignity. August, feeling sorry for Day, tries to motivate him by kissing him.
Oh no, like a charity kiss.
That's exactly how Day takes it, like an obligation, not desire. He's furious, sarcastic, damn lucky to be blind. It just reinforces all his insecurities.
But then Mhok kisses him.
And it's completely different. Pure passion. No pity, no performance, just genuine feeling. Mhok's developed real love for Day, and the kiss shows it.
The contrast is stark, but Day initially pushes Mhok away after that.
He does, still reeling, insecure. He says Mhok's not his type, prefers dainty little twinks. It's harsh, probably a defense mechanism. Pushing away something real and maybe scary.
Ouch. But Mhok doesn't give up.
Nope, he persists. Flirtation, sincerity, just sticking around. He even starts changing habits, quits smoking, tries to be more courteous, not changing who he is, but showing commitment.
And the home visit helps Day see Mhok differently, meeting his sister.
Yeah, it adds another layer. Seeing the grieving brother beneath the tough guy. And that moment on the porch where Day initially pulls away from Mhok's touch but then allows it, it's subtle but huge. A tiny surrender.
But Day still has these moments of crisis, right? Like during a race.
Oh, yeah. Throws a tantrum, convinced his blindness means he can't be happy, can't be a good partner for Mhok, wants to detach emotionally, protect himself.
Classic self-sabotage.
Totally. But Mhok's reassurance is so powerful. I won't leave you behind. Let's go on this life journey together. That promise helps Day fight the fear. You really feel Mhok's determination and Day slowly, cautiously opening up.
It's that slow burn making their connection so earned.
Exactly. And August gets a decent exit, apologizes, Day forgives him, it provides closure, lets Day move forward fully towards Mhok.
Okay, so now Day's world is literally getting darker.
Yeah.
The final diagnosis. Complete blindness in 3 months.
Devastating news. Removes even that last 20%. It's terrifying.
Then lashes out again.
Understandably. Anger, frustration, saying cruel things to his family. Sorry, my sight can't wait for your schedule. Are you happy now, Night? I'm blind. It's raw pain, feeling utterly powerless.
But Mhok helps him find a different perspective. Takes him to the beach.
Yes. That sensory experience, sand, waves, salt air, it lifts Day's spirits and leads to that epiphany. The sea remains the sea. Though I can't see, everything remains the same.
He realizes he can still experience the world just differently.
Exactly. It's not about what's lost, but what can still be felt, heard, smelled, tasted. He describes the scene using all his other senses. For some things, we don't need our eyes to look, yet we're still able to see it. It's a profound shift towards acceptance.
It transforms loss into sensory rediscovery. That's amazing.
It really is, which sets up the symbolic mountain climb. Last Twilight Mountain steep, challenging.
Day must have doubted he could do it.
Big time. But Mhok motivates him, guides him, pushes him gently out of his comfort zone, literally into uncharted territory.
And the climb itself. It's more than just physical, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's physically demanding, especially since Day can't see where he's going. It amplifies his perseverance. The mountain becomes the symbol of all his challenges, the uphill battle.
Like a physical manifestation of his internal struggle. People probably told him it was impossible.
Even his mom tried to stop him. But he defies expectations, finds that inner strength. Reaching the summit is this massive triumph over his condition, over doubt.
And even if the view isn't perfect at the top,
Mhok's disappointed by the clouds, but Day imagines the glorious sunset, helps Mhok see it, too, through his words. It's about perspective again. Shared experience.
so the journey is the triumph, the internal validation.
Precisely. That confidence helps banish the fear of total blindness. And the show links him to me, the character from the book, an emblem of hope, joy, enlightenment. Day realizes his legacy is courage, not disability.
That's beautiful. And alongside this, he's dealing with family stuff, confronting the past.
Yes, misconceptions about his dad, his brother Night, and then the huge twist. Night caused the accident.
Whoa, that changes everything, explains the resentment.
And the names. Night eclipses the day. It was hinted at all along.
So he confronts it all at a wedding. Talk about drama.
Yeah, it all comes out. A strange dad, the truth about Night. But Day finds nuance, sees Night's remorse. They finally reconcile. It lifts this huge weight off both of them. Night had been living with guilt, dedicating himself to Day's care.
Like Mhok, judged by the past but doing good deeds.
Another great parallel. And Mhok has his own breakthrough too, discovering his talent for cooking, getting that job offer, finding potential beyond what he thought was possible.
But Day's mom fires Mhok. After the mountain climb.
Out of fear, thinks Mhok endangered Day, that Day's too fragile. Plus, she looks down on his finances. Snobby, maybe, but grounded concerns.
So Mhok's new job is his way to prove himself. To her and maybe to himself.
Exactly. Day is his motivation. He needs to show he can be a stable partner.
And we get that funny scene comparing night dressing Day versus Mhok.
Yes. Night is quick, platonic. Mhok is hands-on, sensual. It perfectly shows the difference between caregiving and romance. Their intimacy is undeniable.
So even though Mhok's fired as caregiver, he's now the boyfriend.
Absolutely. They embrace it. Cute dates, reassurance from Mhok, be cute and eat messily, despite Mom's opposition. Their bond is stronger than the obstacles.
Which leads us to the final stretch. True sight, acceptance, resilience, the surgery.
Yeah, the mood is almost hopeful beforehand, which makes the failure even more crushing. Dramatic irony. Day's optimism hits that cruel reality.
True blindness is the inability to see any hope. That line is brutal.
It is. But this is where the show's message truly lands. Hope isn't about a magic cure. It's about inner strength, adaptation, choosing to live fully anyway.
And Day finds that strength after the initial devastation.
He does. Months later, he's recovered remarkably. He accepts he might never see again, sets realistic expectations, starts using the walking stick without shame, values its practicality. I need to be able to take care of myself. He's more assertive, psychologically undefeated. It's incredibly empowering.
He finds resilience he didn't know he had.
Exactly. And his mom finally comes around regarding Mhok. Seeing his genuine tenderness, his softness, wins her over. Inviting him for meals, sharing recipes, it signifies full acceptance into the family.
So the ultimate message isn't about getting his sight back.
Not at all. It's about defining happiness on your own terms, finding light in the darkness. Viewers might have initially wanted a miracle cure, but the show convinces you Day can have a rewarding life without vision.
It makes a bold statement. Happiness isn't dependent on sight. Life remains fulfilling.
It's profound.
Yeah.
Even if he had gotten his sight back, the core message holds. He found enlightenment within himself. He would have triumphed either way. It's empathetic storytelling at its best.
And the performances sell it completely.
Yeah.
See Twain on his Day, Jimmy Jitterafall as Mhok. Their chemistry is amazing.
Incredible nuance. It's built on small, intimate moments, not melodrama. So authentic.
And the disability portrayal feels respectful, integrated.
Very much so. Covers mobility, independence, community woven into the romance, not just tacked on. Feels serious and real.
And that 3-year time jump at the end gives it weight.
Yeah, it lets the growth feel earned. It's reconciliation, not a reset. You believe in their future.
So yeah, Last Twilight takes you from shattered identity to profound acceptance. Shows that strength, love, a full life, they can emerge from the hardest places.
It really redefines what it means to see, doesn't it? Both inside and out.
Absolutely. So as you think about Day and Mhok, here's something to chew on. What invisible things in your own life, maybe challenges, maybe qualities you overlook, might be stopping you from truly seeing your own potential or the potential in others?
What lenses do we all need to adjust?
Yeah. It's a deep thought. We really hope this dive into Last Twilight gave you some new perspectives, maybe made you want to check it out.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Definitely. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that really move us.